Hi everyone, Canoopsy here, and it's finally time for my OnePlus 7 Pro review. I spent the last few weeks using the OnePlus 7 Pro as my main device, and it's an incredibly unique phone, especially for OnePlus. And the tech community has had a pretty interesting reaction to this phone. Some people have absolutely fallen in love with the 7 Pro, while others are a little bit more critical, mostly stemming from the price increase. This is the most expensive OnePlus phone we've ever seen, starting at $669, nice, USD, and $1,000 Canadian. But after actually using this device for a longer period of time, I can pretty much say it's worth that price. The flagship killer has become the flagship. Today's video is brought to you by Warby Parker. Get your free home glasses try-on kit today at the link in the description. So that price increase mostly stems from the design, build quality, and of course, that display. Up front, the biggest change is here. It's a 6.7-inch 3120 by 1440p bezel-free, notch-free, cutout-free display, and it is beautiful. The display up front is absolutely stunning with incredible colors, solid brightness, and since it's an OLED panel, those deep contrasty blacks we all know and love. Watching videos on here is an excellent experience, and with the new stereo speakers, yeah, it's pretty good. And if that was it for the display, I'd be cool with it. It's a beautiful panel, things look great on it, but OnePlus didn't stop there. They added 90 Hz as a refresh rate for this display. Now, you see, most phones besides a select few gaming-centric devices from Razer or Asus have a 60 Hz display. At 90 Hz, it's a world of difference, and things feel buttery smooth. Whether you're just swiping around the UI, playing games, or scrolling, everything feels faster and smoother. And the phone is smart. Whether you're watching videos or in a phone call or something, it knows to switch automatically to 60 Hz so you don't waste battery life, and videos don't look weird and ultra smooth when they shouldn't be. The only complaint I have isn't about the display itself, but actually about the glass on the sides. It's one of those curved glass phones like most other flagship Android phones, and just like those phones, it can be a bit annoying. It looks beautiful, 100%, but accidental presses, they happen, and they happen often. Now, OnePlus achieved that bezel-free look by putting the Fingerprint Scanner beneath the display, so it's an in-display fingerprint scanner that works much better than last year's 6T. It's faster, it's more reliable, and works about 90% of the time that I use it. It's not perfect, but it's definitely pretty solid. And the front-facing camera is no longer part of a notch or a cutout, it's on a motorized slider that comes out the top, and it raises and lowers in like half a second. And if you accidentally drop the phone, it automatically retracts that camera so you don't destroy it if your phone falls. I'm here just talking to the selfie camera, everything's good, and oh crap, I just dropped the phone. But everything's fine. But just think, for many customers in North America, it's gonna be the first phone that they've seen with no notch, no cutouts, nothing, and having a motorized camera. Seeing that in retail stores, that is gonna be a really big selling point. The back of this phone, it's all glass and looks amazing. I chose the blue color here, and I highly recommend it. It's gorgeous. But on the other side of the coin, it's the slipperiest phone I've ever used. So get a case, a skin from our channel sponsor D-Brands, link in the description, or use the crappy clear case in the box. Just put something on this phone to keep it safe, as it's just so slippery. Now, besides how absolutely beautiful this phone is on all sides, it's completely gorgeous, it's also one of the areas that people have been most critical about on this phone as well. There's no official rated water resistance, no headphone jack or adapter in the box, and no wireless charging despite having a glass back. Now, I can live with no official water resistance rating. I get that it cuts some sort of cost on OnePlus's end, and the phone still technically is water resistant for most things. Against rain, it's fine, a quick splash of water is fine, if your hands are wet, you're good. And the phone has been tested by many YouTubers and even OnePlus itself that it can withstand water, just isn't officially rated with an IP rating. I can also live with no headphone jack, although having an adapter in the box would have been nice to have for a lot of people, but the major thing for me is no wireless charging. I use wireless charging for as many things as I can at home, and not having it here kinda sucks. It just feels like it's missing something. The camera setup is another really big deal for this phone as well. You're looking at a 48 megapixel main camera, 3 times telephoto zoom camera, and an ultra-wide camera at 117 degrees. That motorized selfie camera is 16 megapixels, and selfies do look pretty good, although I have found that some shots turn out a bit shaky, a tiny bit blurry at times, and it does take a second or so to properly expose after raising from inside the phone, going from a dark place to a light place. Now, opinions about the main camera have been pretty mixed about this phone. Some people like it, some people are a bit unsure about the overall experience, but here, it does take some pretty excellent shots. It's no Pixel 3 or Huawei P30 Pro with that incredible image quality on both devices, but it still takes great pictures. Dynamic range is on point, pictures are sharp, colors are accurate, but a bit muted at times here and there. But mostly here, I've taken shots I'm proud of. And if you want that Pixel 3 contrasty look, just edit the pop effect in your gallery for a bit of a boost, and you're gonna be happy with the results. Okay, quick update here. I forgot to mention this in my A-roll, but initially when I first got this phone, low light and Nightscape pictures were terrible. Low light pictures were super grainy, almost unusable, and Nightscape pictures I had to wait 30 seconds to get shots that look like this. That's unacceptable. But recently OnePlus actually released a software update that actually fixed all of these low light problems, and now Nightscape pictures are almost instant and they look like this. Compared to before, that's much better. Okay, bye. 4K video up to 60 frames per second is also beautiful. It's sharp, stabilization is ultra stable, and colors can sometimes be a bit oversaturated for my taste, but that's just my opinion. And also you can't use that wide-angle camera in video mode for some strange reason. It makes no sense to me. It's just really a real shame. It's awesome to use in the Galaxy S10 and P30 Pro, but no idea why you can't use it here. Hopefully a software update? So for my testing, the camera experience here is good. I'm gonna say it, I like the pictures coming out of this phone. They look really solid. You may have to edit them at times, but mostly here, out of the camera, shots look sick. I feel as confident using this phone as I do with most other flagship phones on the market today, and it's only gonna get better with software updates as they roll out. And speaking of software, Oxygen OS is beautiful. It's one of my favorite versions of Android alongside the Pixel launcher, and it has 2 years of guaranteed software updates as well, so you're not going to be left hanging with no software updates. Now I did eventually switch to Nova Launcher on my device for a more customized experience, but the features and subtlety of Oxygen OS is what makes it amazing. There's plenty of actually useful settings and features, customization, stock apps are clean, the gesture system is fluid and easy to use, and so many little details in the animations that it feels like so much care was put into this operating system. Bravo to the software team at OnePlus. And couple that software with one of the other biggest features of this phone, the speed, it's gonna spoil the experience of many other devices for you after you try out this phone. It's just so damn fast. The speed you get here is addictive. Everything is instant, opening apps, closing apps, gaming, loading things, you never have to wait. This is the first phone I've used that I just feel like, boom, you don't have to wait for anything. Things are quick, things are fast. It's just such a quick phone, and I really can't even express it anymore. Now keep in mind I do have the overkill 12GB of RAM model for my phone, but the 8GB of RAM model is probably perfect enough, and the 6GB of RAM model is also probably fine as well. But 8GB is the sweet spot here. Now for battery life, using this phone daily, I almost always get a regular full day of battery life easily with a 4000 mAh cell, around 20% battery by 10:30 or 11 o'clock at night. But I personally expected to get a lot more battery life on this phone, as 4000 mAh is a lot. I was expecting a day and a half or even 2 days, but keep in mind, I also do use my phone at 90Hz, pretty high brightness, full resolution, and I watch a bunch of videos on my phone. I'm always on social or responding to emails, so I'm definitely a heavy user with my phone. And if battery life is your main concern, you can totally switch off 90Hz and get longer usage time, which is fine I guess, but 90Hz is amazing. Now having no wireless charging here definitely does hurt, but Warp Charging 30 or whatever they're calling it has changed the way that I charge my phone. I usually tend to charge my phone overnight, but here I just charge it first thing in the morning while I'm getting ready. Within like 20 minutes, my phone is pretty much good to go for a whole day. Keep in mind you do have to use the OnePlus wall charger and cable though to get those fast charging speeds that OnePlus talks about. So the OnePlus 7 Pro is more expensive than most other OnePlus devices. We know this by now, and you have the right to be critical. OnePlus has always prided itself on offering a flagship phone at a significantly cheaper price. But in 2019, the smartphone market has changed. Flagship phones now cost almost double what they were when the OnePlus One came out. A Galaxy S10 Plus, iPhone XS Max, P30 Pro, or other flagships are over $1,000 US. You're missing an official water resistance rating and Qi wireless charging, as well as a few other tiny things here and there. But are those things worth a couple $100 more? Probably not. Besides that, it's the full package. A beautiful design, one of the best looking phones you can actually buy in North America today, the best display I've ever seen, solid camera experience, incredible performance, a version of Android that feels better than Android, good battery life and fast charging. It has everything I want in a phone and costs less than most flagships as well. If you're looking for a new phone and want to try something a little bit different, I can completely recommend the OnePlus 7 Pro. It's just an amazing phone. I really enjoy using it. It's going to stay in my pocket for the next little while as well. Today's video was brought to you by Warby Parker, the brand of glasses I've actually been wearing for the last 3 years, way before they reached out to sponsor a video. Warby Parker has an amazing selection of beautiful glasses and sunglasses starting at $95 USD and $150 Canadian, and that actually includes prescription lenses with anti-glare and anti-scratch coatings. And just $50 more gets you blue blocking, so you can block those harmful blue light rays from your screens, and this has been life-changing for me. And for every pair of glasses you buy, a pair of glasses is donated to someone in need, so you can feel even better about your purchase. There are plenty of Warby Parker retail stores across the US, and 3 in Canada, 2 in Toronto and 1 in Vancouver, and these stores are beautiful with amazing customer service, and all the services from the US stores are available for Canadian customers as well. And if you don't have a store near you and you live in the US, that's fine. The Home Try-On Kit program has you covered. You can order up to 5 pairs of glasses, have them shipped to your door, and when you're done with them, just send them back. It's completely free. Free shipping and free returns. It's amazing. Just try on some glasses. Head to warbyparker.com/Canoopsy to order your free home try-on kit today and choose your next pair of glasses. So that's been my review on the OnePlus 7 Pro, but I want to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. In your opinion, is the price that OnePlus is asking worth it for this phone? Are the features here good enough? Is the camera good enough for you? Tell me in the comments down below, and thank you for watching.